Let's talk to our health correspondent, Richard Gulpin. We've had a breakdown of where, but the bottom line is the deaths in the last 24 hours have taken off significantly.
Yeah, there's basically been about a 30% increase. It's gone up it's gone up to 104 now. All of those in the UK, 99 of them. So this is a very significant increase. As I say, it's gone up by about a third.
And we've heard over the last few days of the worry, this climb in this pandemic, and this looks to be what we're entering now.
Yeah, that's right. We had this warning actually from the expert advisors saying that we are approaching that steep curve when the rate of infection will go up very rapidly. So it looks like, from the jump we've just seen now, that process is gradually beginning.
Now, we're just hearing there from WHO how different countries are handling this differently. And one of the issues which has been raised in recent days has been that of testing. Now, Boris Johnson in Prime Minister's question is saying that the government is prioritising testing for NHS staff. The BMA has contradicted that, says there's not the experience on the front line. The issue of testing and testing kits is very much at the fore.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've had this announcement today that they are really ramping up testing. It had been about the level of about 5,000 people being tested per day. They want it to go up to 25,000 within the next 4 weeks. So that's a really big increase. The priority remains the vulnerable. It's basically testing people who are already or who will already have been in hospital. It's not clear actually from what we've seen so far as to whether NHS staff will be included in that. It didn't seem to be from the announcement, and obviously that in many ways is quite surprising. There's some talk of it about NHS staff being the next ones to be getting the testing, but obviously it's absolutely vital for the NHS staff to know and obviously who can work and who cannot work.
A broad plan to boost testing capacity to 25,000 per day in England, and a lot of people who are ringing 111 and self-isolating will not know if they've actually had coronavirus, and there is a frustration being expressed. Certainly I'm hearing that on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem. The fact that there hasn't been this ramp up in the testing until now means that there are a lot of people who will not have known whether they've had coronavirus or not. And it's obviously all the statistics for the government to be able to track the disease, they've not been able to do that so much. Obviously, by doing this massive testing programme, presumably they will then have much more data and be able to track the disease more closely as we enter this critical phase.
Richard, thank you very much. Richard Gulpin, our health correspondent.